Satan in this game? Thank you. My acting is beautiful. I know. I deserve an Oscar. The front door was locked from inside. I couldn't go out though. I needed to see if Rachel was here. And if Custom Quest doesn't have voice acting, I'm not gonna unlock the basement door. Creepy. Nolan North and Troy Baker, eat your heart out. I'm the next video game voice actor. There were old Christmas decorations in the box. Huh. More likely the guy will be evil, the more girls love him. AK, she left the murderer for Satan. Legit. I don't know, if Satan was in this game, it would be kind of freaky. The garbage bags were stuffed with old paint cans and supplies. There's a dirty old key here. Did I take the key? Yes. I took the small key and tried to remember what it unlocked. It unlocked my heart. That Rachel broke. There are old clothes, tools, and other things we obviously hadn't thrown out yet. I had put up this divider wall last summer so we could create a separate room in the basement. I hadn't finished it yet, so the door was stuck, and the drywall was poorly installed. I might have been able to break through if I found something heavy enough. Ooh. Let's go find something to break that. Was that always like that? Man, now I don't know. The grimy key I had found in the basement unlocked the door. I didn't even know this door was locked. It looked like the room had been tossed around. The furniture was a mess. Did somebody break in here? Satan broke in. There's an old crowbar on the floor. Did I need to take the crowbar? Yes. I lifted the heavy crowbar. I appreciated its weight. That's kind of creepy. Something a murderer would say. I appreciated it. Let's go break that wall now. Gotta admit, these puzzles aren't the hardest thing in the world. It's no Silent Hill piano puzzle. Oop. Right? Was it a piano? No, it was like Shakespeare. Had to do with Shakespeare and Silent Hill 3. Silent Hill 3 had pretty weird puzzles. I don't answer calls from weird numbers. I watched The Ring, I know what happens. Did I break through the wall with the crowbar? Yes, I did. With a heave, I swung the crowbar at the wall. I smashed a hole large enough to step through. As I stepped through the the broken wall, my breath caught in my throat. This was it. Was Rachel down there? Was she okay? Don't look. Don't look. Oh. A filthy looking pile of rags had been dumped in the corner. The stench of them was awful and made my eyes water. I was terrified to even touch the pile to see what lay within, but I knew I had to. I had come this far. After all this searching, after all I had seen, when did I look with when I looked in within the rags, did I finally find my Rachel? Oh jeez. I Oh no. My hands trembled as I pulled back the layers of cloth. There at the center underneath all the dirt and mess was my beloved, my Rachel. Her arms were bruised all over and slashed repeatedly. Her clothes were ripped and torn, and even through all that sickening blood, it was obvious that she had been stabbed to death. The knife I had carried all this way suddenly seemed like a poison. What had happened, Rachel? Who did this to you? I thought about all I had seen and wondered if any of it could help me figure out who had done this. And when I couldn't stay there any longer, I stepped away on shaky legs and made my way back upstairs. Reluctantly, exhausted from my journey, I could no longer resist the urge to close my eyes. I opened a lot of doors and went through a lot of ladders. Maybe I would use some of Rachel's travel books and find some place to go. It was my wallet with its contents intact. Either I dropped that stuff or somebody else did. Maybe I was sleepwalking again, or maybe somebody stole it from me. Norman's store, that forest, the water tower. Was I at those places before? Yes. I didn't see how it could have happened any other way. I must have been the one to lose my wallet and its contents. But what does that mean? What do I do now? That was my bedroom. It was the letter I'd taken from the post box. Who had sent it out for Norman? Who sent him that letter? It must have been someone from the neighborhood, or at least somebody wanted it to look that way. I wasn't sure what to think. Did Norman, did he murder Rachel? Yes. Maybe whoever sent that letter wanted to stop him, or do the deed himself. But I was sure it was Norman who killed Rachel in the end. You bastard, Norman. I trusted you, we both did. What was going through your head? Why would you possibly want to do that? Yeah, I think I'm lying on my butt. Despite his betrayal, Norman got what he deserved. But it wasn't me who killed him. Somebody else obviously had gotten to him already. So who sent him the threatening letter? It was Kumar. Kumar did it. From now on, I would have no one to get angry with me for stupid things like buying this TV. Yeah, it would be a twist if it actually was Norman. I think this game, you can say it did. I think this is kind of up for interpretation. It's like it's open-ended enough. Oh, safe. Can I open this? My old office safe sat on the floor. I used to keep tax records and other important documents in it. It used a digital passcode lock, but I didn't have the code. Maybe I had left it somewhere. I leafed through the notebook I had taken from the forest. In it were the names that had been written down. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, blah, blah, blah. Are these all the girls I murdered? They're all girl names. I recalled the names I saw scratched out on that old desk, deep within those musty tunnels. Was the man in that house really up to something? I have a kitty on me. Dot dot dot. I couldn't go back down, not until I'd gone over everything. I needed to make sure I was perfectly clear. Why don't I call the police? Oops, sorry, hit the mic. There would be no more dinners here, no more chit-chat over breakfast. At least not for us. I must have locked the door. There was no reason to go to the backyard anyway. The mail still sat there, heaped on the floor. How long had Rachel been laying in the basement? I couldn't leave, not until I thought about this some more. I needed answers. Kitty, don't hit against the mic. Slenderman is lame. No, Goosebumps. Ooh, Rachel killed her twin? I like that. Rachel is alive, but she killed her twin. What if I don't know she has a twin? I like that twist. Within the few broken pieces that remained of that mirror, I could see my face had grown pale and weak. I couldn't bear to look again. I hear you, Harry. I don't like to look in the mirror as well. It was like I didn't actually expect a reflection. I felt empty and drained. If he didn't have a reflection, he's a vampire. Vampire. I'm a vampire. The reflection in that grimy glass was only a shadow, a whisper. I still loved the old-time charm of that claw-footed bathtub, though it seemed like cold comfort then. It was the key card I found at the bottom of that factory locker. I never did bother to use it. Someone had been going through those lockers and poking around the plant. Still, it didn't quite add up. Was I the only one that had been going back to the factory? No. What would I have been doing there? I didn't remember a thing about that place. It's kind of cool. I'm trying to piece together everything, and I can like try to convince myself, like the character is trying to convince himself that he didn't do it. The laptop was dead, but I found some notes and loose paper in the drawer where I had found the key. There's a yellow sticky note with the 8-digit code on it. Did I take